we're doing okay. You know, ramen noodles and hot dogs it is, but we're in our house of our dreams. My husband's safe, close to his retirement, so we're doing good. We had zero intention on moving. Zero. My husband was in Afghanistan. He was going to stay full-time military, and that's what we were going to do. So next thing you know, we're 3 months behind on our mortgage. I start panicking because the mortgage company's telling us they're going to foreclose. So then I started to call refinance places because that's what I was told would be the only way to save our house. They told us that they would give us a home improvement loan with our refinance, $10,000 out of our equity we would take out. We would have a little higher interest rate, but if we paid our mortgage on time for a year, they would refinance us after a year at a lower interest rate. So I'm falling for all this, hook, line, and sinker. I went into meltdown because now we realize we don't own the dang house.
I was in the process of training to get going over to Afghanistan, and she informed me that found out that somebody had bought our house, and I was at a loss for words for that one because I didn't understand how that could happen.
If we didn't have an attorney, when that equity was gone, my husband would have been in Afghanistan and the rest of his family would have been packed up and put in the middle of the street. Without legal aid, being able to represent us, where would we have been? Would we be in this house? We would have had nothing.
We would have probably been thrown out on the street and homeless probably for a little while.
If there had either been attorneys involved, advisors involved, people frankly who just were thoughtful and maybe even possessing a conscience, they would have said, look, we got to slow this thing down just a little bit, and we better take a peek at what we got here and see who's being harmed and who's being hurt and how we can maybe try to mitigate some of this. Instead, it was just this blind rush forward that was outrageous. And as I said, I guess because we're on the front line, we saw it before anybody else did. And what we were seeing was ugly.